Hey guys, welcome back to another Ginger Ninja gaming video, and today we're not actually doing a WWE 2K24 video. However, I'm going to be doing a WWE video, and I thought, well, I could use this game for assistance in this video. And today I'm going to be going over my WWE 2025 predictions slash wants. So that's what I'm predicting is going to happen, and stuff that I want to happen, so wishes, etc. How I would plan the entirety of 2025 for WWE across the main roster. Keep that in mind, it's the main roster. I won't be covering NXT. Now, I've been working on this list of, planning this video. I've been working on this for months now, and I know it's a little bit late considering that, it's almost a Saturday night main event for 2025. And Raw Day One Raw Netflix Day One has already happened. So this video should have released before then, but pardon me, I was still working on it and on this list of what my planning. And yeah, so things to consider. The way I have planned it out is, well, first off, Saturday night main events would be at the end of the year, same as last year, 2024. But yeah, I've got a PLE or a couple PLEs for every month. That would logically make sense. And yeah, like I said, so a lot of the feuds and stuff starting in this is, well, it can be confusing and tough considering, like I said, Raw Day Netflix has already happened, and that so. In this vision that I had, that wasn't such a big thing. Raw Day 1 Netflix, by the way, was pretty much a PLE. And that was a PLE. So the way that this is set out, pretend it didn't happen, and it's connecting to the end of 2024, like continuing on the storyline. I'm not just starting from brand new scratch. This is continuing on from 2024. Feuds are gonna have, meaning, etc. There's a few other things. First off, this is, well, I wasn't going to do a part two, but this isn't entirely finished in terms of the fact that I haven't gone over specific movesets and actions within the matches that I predict, and I haven't covered every feud that I would visioned. Like, I've covered the PLE feuds, and only some feuds that would take place across SmackDown and Raw. Again, main roster, so NXT will not be involved. However, there will be NXT calls up during the draft. So I'm taking this very seriously. I've spent a few months on this, like I said. And let's finally get into it. I think I remember. I think I said everything. I think I said everything that I needed to say at the start of this video. If not, if it comes to me during the video, well, then we'll get to it. This is going to be a long video, guys, and like I said, if I do decide to do a part two to finish the rest of this off, which would be talking about specific moves, etc., in the matches, as well as all the feuds. And yeah, and also I did with the draft, I did a good selection of wrestlers for each of the rosters, Raw roster and SmackDown roster. However, I didn't pick everyone because I kind of got lost. This was a very overwhelming thing for me to do, guys, and yeah, but let's get into it. And first things off, we start my vision, my story of 2025. We started off with the Royal Rumble. And I'm not going to be playing through the matches, but I will I will select a match to show the wrestlers involved. Okay. So, for this instance, it doesn't really matter what background I'm using. Actually, no, I might as well make it the Royal Rumble background for the sake of it. Oh, no. What am I doing? My apologies. This was not a part of the plan. The arena, that's what I'm after. Okay. So, the number one entrant for the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. So, The match card for this, the first match of the Royal Rumble PLE is the Women's Royal Rumble for 2025. And at number 1, we have coming in Becky Lynch. She will be number 1. She will start off the Royal Rumble. I think this is pretty good considering that she's just had a break. But break isn't the correct terminology for this, because if you pay attention to like interviews, etc., with the WWE wrestlers, Seth Rollins has been saying that she has been very busy outside of WWE. As you're probably aware, that, she hasn't been present in the ring since May. Or May or June, she had King and Queen of the Ring, and then she lost her title to Liv Morgan, and then they had the rematch, and all that involved. This will be her WWE return. Yeah, Becky Lynch will be number 1. And number 2, starting off the Royal Rumble, is Bianca Belair. These two will start off the Royal Rumble. I think this is a very strong way to start the Rumble off. And it would be very impressive considering I can't remember the last time Bianca Belair was number 2 in the Royal Rumble, if she ever was. So I think that's very special. So number 2 is Bianca Belair. Coming in at number 3, we have... Oh gosh, I went too far. If I can find them... Piper Niven. I just realized I've only got like 3 people starting with the letter P in this. That's crazy. Piper Niven is number 3 entering the Royal Rumble. She's had a few appearances. I think she'll be good in this. But obviously not going to be the star special spectacle of this match. Kind of just a filler here. Number 4, we have the return of Alexa Bliss. I think this would be fantastic. A great way for her to return. Very excited for that. If this actually happened, if the way I plan this year goes, this would be a phenomenal year for WWE. I'm just saying. So we got Alexa Bliss at number 4. Number 5, I don't know if I have everything. I don't even know if she's in the game. Oh no, she is. Blair Davenport. I forgot if she was coming in 2K25 or not. I don't know. The NXT call up to 2K25 is a bit crazy. But anyway, Blair Davenport would be number 5. I don't know what happened to her. I can't remember if she got drafted up to the main roster and then just never appeared. I think that's what happened. They just lost use for her. But like I said, well, actually, no, I haven't said this. I don't really necessarily follow too much of NXT, mainly just the main roster. And I can talk about that in a different video, why I don't really necessarily follow NXT. I stay up to date with it, every now and again. But, yeah, obviously she was from NXT. Blair Davenport is number 5. Number 6, we have Candice LeRae. She's honestly on a roll at the moment with her matches, but at the same time, I personally do not like her character. Nothing wrong with her person, but obviously, this is WWE. It's scripted. These are actual characters. People play, it's a character of her, and I'm not really a fan of her. I don't like how she kind of turned on Tiffy, etc. Try to kick her out of the group. So she is number 6. The number 7. Here we go. We have the return of Charlotte Flair. We just had a recent, I don't know if it was last episode of SmackDown. We just had a video of her appear, like a little promo. So yeah, she's finally going to return. She hasn't been in WWE since her match against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39. One of like the best WrestleManias I've ever watched live. Not in person, obviously, but like on. So Charlotte Flair number 7, the return of Charlotte Flair, fantastic. Number 8, we have Lyra Valkyria. Be really cool to see her in this. After all, she was an NXT call-up during the 2024 draft, so I can't remember if she was in a previous Royal Rumble, but anyway, she's here, and this is fantastic. Now, I've also incorporated into this list, especially in terms of the Royal Rumble matches, the elimination process and when. So, Number 8 is Lara Valkyria. At this point, after she comes out, Charlotte Flair will then eliminate Candice LeRae and Piper Niven. Alrighty, now, number 9, we have Carmella. She finally returns. For those of you that do not know, she obviously had a baby, hence obviously why I wouldn't expect her to be wrestling in the ring. I think the last time I saw her wrestle, she was in the Elimination Chamber in 2023, I believe. I don't know if she wrestled after that, but yeah, she just had a baby. You know, can't remember how long ago, but you know, I think it would be good for her to return. It'd be really nice. Number 10, I don't even know if she's in this game, but we can have a look. Is she? Yeah, Ronda Rousey. Don't know why she's in this game, but the return of Ronda Rousey. I think her last match was SummerSlam 2023. A lot of hate went towards her. Shayna Baszler beat her in this match. So yeah, Ronda Rousey is number 10 in the Women's Royal Rumble. Number 11, we have from NXT, Cora Jade. Personally, one of my favorite female wrestlers. Not my favorite, not on my top 5 or anything, but she's a really good wrestler. And so yeah, number 11. Number 12, we have Shotzi coming in at number 12. Haven't seen her on the main roster in a bit. I think she went down to NXT for a bit. Not too sure. Again, I don't necessarily follow NXT. So she's number 12, coming in at 13. She's just here. Tia Hull. I'm gonna get so much hate for my mispronunciation. I can't pronounce her name. And again, I haven't even heard someone's surname because, like I said, I don't follow NXT. But I thought she'd be nice in this Royal Rumble. Chase U University. I did follow a bit of NXT during the Chase U University, where was it Rick? Oh my god, my apologies. What's his name? Not Rick. Ridge Holland, when he joined it, and then he defeated, and took down Chase U University. Anyway, okay, so she was number 13. Number 14, you guys are going to love this one. I have the previous winner of last year's Royal Rumble. We got Bayley. Fantastic. Love Bayley. Who doesn't love Bayley? Still very upset about how WWE treated her last year. She was not booked very well, despite her being a phenomenal wrestler. You know, she wasn't on the advertising of, say, King Queen in the Ring. Like, she wasn't on the posters, yet she was the WWE Women's Champion. Didn't make any sense. Next, so after Bayley comes out, between her and number 15, Ronda Rousey eliminates Shotzi, and then Bayley eliminates Carmella. 15, we have Wendy Chu. And then at 16, we got female superstar of 2024. We got Liv Morgan. And then at 17, we got Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax eliminates Becky Lynch, Blair Davenport, and Lara Valkyria. She eliminates 3 people upon her entrance, or not upon her entrance, when she's in the ring. When, you know, she first starts joining the match, she eliminates 3 people. Next, at 18, we have Natalya. Very nice. Then Liv Morgan eliminates Wendy Chu, and then Cora Jade eliminates Tia Hale. Again, sorry about how I mispronounced her name. And then Bayley eliminates Cora Jade after Cora Jade, eliminates Tia Hale. That's bugging me. Tia? I don't know if the H is silent or not. Anyway, coming in at number 19. Well, geez, we're getting through these. And coming in at number 19 of the Women's Royal Rumble, we have Io Sky. Yep, and then after she comes out, Charlotte Flair eliminates Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. So a lot of big names have been eliminated here. So yeah, Charlotte Flair eliminates Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. 20, she's not in the game yet, but Ariana Grace from NXT is number 20. And then after that, we have Alexa Bliss eliminates Natalia and Bayley. So Bayley does not win the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row. Very interesting. Coming in at 21, we have Dakota Kai. And then at 22, we were just on her before, Jade Cargill. She comes in at number 22. Now, I should mention this. I mentioned at the start of the video. Like I said, some things will come back to me. Jade Cargill, her absence hasn't happened in this vision. So this is my version of 2025. Her absence, her being mysteriously taken out backstage, hasn't happened. I do have a plan for her to become a heel in this and make a heel turn, but this isn't it. This isn't a return. So as far up to this point, she was still, decently active in WWE with her tag team partner Bianca Belair, as well as the fact that they were still champions up to this point. Jade gets into the ring and throws Liv Morgan out of the ring, just picks her up and throws her. And then Dakota Kai eliminates Alexa Bliss. So Alexa Bliss is then eliminated. Coming in at 23, someone not in the game yet, which will be in 2K25. Naomi comes in at number 23. 24, we have Tiffany Stratton coming in at 24. And at this point also, she's not the champion. So at this point in time, she has not cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase. She is still the Money in the Bank Money in the Bank holder. She still has it from 2024. It's still hers. So she enters at number 24. Number 25, we have got so many wrestlers. Mission coming in at 25. One of the most underrated women in the entire now. Jade and Naomi team up to eliminate Ariana and Ronda Rousey. And then Mission eliminates Dakota. And then Tiffy eliminates Mission. So a few people get eliminated there. Coming in at 26 is... Why am I in S? Hold up. Wait a minute. Chelsea Green coming in at number 26. At this point in time, she does actually have the Women's United States Championship. Chelsea and Tiffy face off upon Chelsea first coming into the ring. They have a face off, and Tiffy eliminates Chelsea straight away. Poor Chelsea. The last few Royal Rumbles, if you're not aware, she gets eliminated pretty much straight away. Sorry, Chelsea. Number 27, we have... oh my gosh, I showed this. Raquel Rodriguez comes in at number 27. Raquel, she's a powerhouse, by the way. She eliminates Jade, Naomi, and Tiffany. Not all at the same time, but as time goes. And then Io Sky eliminates Raquel with a super kick on the apron. That's actually something that like I said, I don't usually do. I don't, in this list of this vision that I've got planned out, I'm not going to be listing moves of which other wrestlers do, but for this instance, I just did. I'm not too sure why. So that's number 27 was Raquel, and then she gets eliminated by Io Sky. Coming in at number 28, someone not in the game, a call up from a different company. We have Sasha Banks returning, which would be fantastic. That is definitely not Sasha Banks, Rob Van Dam. Sasha Banks will be returning, and she will appear, and she will be number 28 in the Royal Rumble. Number 29 will be one of my favorite female wrestlers, Roxanne Perez. I don't know why I've got my eyes on her so much. That sounds really creepy. I don't know. She's very talented. And also, she held the NXT Women's Championship for a very long time. Like, come on, she recently just lost it. I'm pretty sure she held it for like over a year, if I'm not mistaken. And then number 30, we have Xia Li. Now, a lot of people were probably wanting AJ Lee to arrive. I didn't honestly think of her adding it like at all into the division. Well, I did, but as an appearance, not entering the ring as a wrestler just yet. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, Sasha Banks eliminates Xia Li. Then we're down to the final four of this Women's Royal Rumble. We got Roxanne Perez, Sasha Banks, Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair. Roxanne Perez, Sasha Banks, and Io team up to take out Charlotte Flair, eliminate her. Afterwards, upon their team up, Roxanne takes advantage and quickly eliminates Sasha Banks. Then we're down to the final two, Roxanne Perez and Io Sky, in which Io eventually wins. So Io Sky wins the 2025 Female Royal Rumble. That's a very I think I planned that out very well for a Women's Royal Rumble. I think that would be a very good one, despite the fact that like AJ Lee didn't appear. We got so many other returning female wrestlers, so I think this is good. I think this is a good one. Next up, the next match on this match card is a triple threat match for the the Intercontinental Championship. Now, at the time, if he shows up, Braun Breaker is still the Intercontinental Champion. He's defending it in this triple threat match. He is defending this championship against Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, and also, surprisingly, Rey Mysterio. This is a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. I think this would be a phenomenal match. Like, goddamn. And the winner of this is main event Jey Uso. So Jey finally gets back the Intercontinental Championship, which is fantastic. However, Braun Breaker still looks like $1 million. Rey did a really good job in this match. Rey does unfortunately get gets the pin, like gets defeated, pinned. So you don't take away as much of the status of Braun Breaker, because he's literally worthy of the heavyweight championship, the world heavyweight championship right now. That like Braun Breaker could wear that, and he deserves it. He's one of the most athletic, powerful beings on the main roster. So this would be the triple threat match. Main event, Jey Uso wins the Intercontinental Championship title. Next up, we got the Men's Royal Rumble. Oh my gosh, here we go. Are you guys ready for this? This is huge. This is huge. And I can imagine the pop. Oh crap, not Cody Rhodes. I can imagine the pop at the beginning of this match. How it starts. The first entrant into the Royal Rumble. Actually, why don't I just do that? It'd be easier. Is Roman Reigns. He starts off. The now Tribal Chief, because at the time, like, okay, even though Monday Night Raw, Netflix, didn't happen in this vision, some of the results are like the keep. So between end of 2024 and before this Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns became the Tribal Chief again, and Rhea won the championship off Liv Morgan. Realistically, she should have pinned Liv back at their match in SummerSlam, but you know, that was August. Their feud went on till January, so goddamn. Roman Reigns is the first entrant. The second entrant is Drew McIntyre. This is going to be huge. The pop is going to be huge. And when Drew enters the ring, considering also that they've got this feud happening at the moment where Drew's done with CM Punk, and now he's going after his revenge from Roman Reigns from 2022, man. I add. People cannot forget about that. This goes back to 2022, this feud. At Clash at the Castle. Drew McIntyre comes in number 2. They face off in the ring, and then they start to beat the living hell out of each other. You know, they're fighting each other, etc. Drew versus Roman. Even some of the, they use fake blood, whatever. I want some of that to appear on them as well. This is huge. And then before the third entrant comes out, they're both in the middle of the ring standing again, facing off each other. They've both taken hits. They're both already a little bit worn out, but just hurt. Then number 3 hits. Now, he's on the game, but he should be. Brock Lesnar returns as number 3. Can you imagine Brock Lesnar returns as number 3? Then these 3 face off. They fight each other. They beat the crap out of each other, as they would. And this is huge. This probably highlight of the Royal Rumble is the pop that not only Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns are going to get upon their music hitting, but also Brock Lesnar. So that's fantastic. Coming in at number 4, we have Kevin Owens. So, of course, his feud with Cody, I would have liked to have ended at Saturday Night Main Event 2024. And it bums me that Kevin Owens is actually having a match with Cody Rhodes this Royal Rumble. It's going to be a good match, this ladder match. I'm excited for it. But I have other plans for Cody in my division. Anyway, Kevin Owens is number 4. Number 5, someone that's not in the game, and the most meme of a character in this damn WWE storyline. Tonga Loa is going to be number 5. Number 5. Santi Zap's favorite. Tonga Loa, the meme, the legend, the infamous man. Tonga Loa. Mr. Eye Patch. Anyway, he's going to be number 5. Then, before number 6 comes out, we have Brock Lesnar eliminate Drew McIntyre. Are you serious? Imagine. Drew McIntyre at the moment is like, oh, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Brock eliminates him before number 6 comes out. Just like that. And that's going to be the start of the feud, which I'll get to soon. Number 6 is Montez Ford comes out at number 6. Really nice. Number 7, we have Carmelo Hayes. He was really good in the 2024 Royal Rumble. A big surprise then. So this would be really good. Number 8, funnily enough, you can probably already see it coming by a million years. Trick Williams comes in at number 8. When Trick Williams comes in, they face off and they fight. But they have a face off beforehand because of their feud at NXT Stand and Deliver. Just these two are like, yeah, the Roman and Cody of NXT, early 2024. Sort of. I don't know if I'm over-exaggerating there, but they're Carmelo turned on Trick Williams, and then, yeah, you get the picture. Coming in at number 9, we have Damian Priest. Damian Priest, unfortunately, I don't have a successful year booked out for him. However, I mean, he's got victories planned, but upon winning gold, that isn't going to be happening with Damian. My apologies. He had a very successful year in 2024. He really got the spotlight on him, and he went babyface, and yeah. But yeah, he comes in at number 9, and at number 10 we have Angelo Dawkins. Then Trick Williams eliminates Carmelo Hayes. What can I say? They hate each other. And Montez almost accidentally super kicks Angelo. So he goes to super kick, say, Kevin Owens, and then Kevin moves out the way, and then Montez almost accidentally super kicks Angelo. Interesting. Coming in at 11, we have The Miz. Interesting how he's not in the he's not in the T category, even though he starts with the. Anyway, The Miz comes in at number 11. Number 12 will be a surprise. We have Joe Hendry popping up at number 12. I can imagine the whole crowd singing his song, going crazy. Number 13, we have Dirty Dominic Mysterio. It's so weird looking at his version in this because he doesn't have the mustache, and but it's better than his 2K23 appearance when he was still in his, Rey Mysterio uniform, when he was still a good guy in the story. Joe Hendry eliminates Dirty Dom, so Dirty Dom just gets in the ring and Joe Hendry eliminates him. That would get a pop, like a cheer, and Joe Hendry also eliminates Angelo Dawkins. The Miz eliminates Kevin Owens, and Tonga Loa is hurt and goes under the bottom rope and rests by ringside. Of course, he's not eliminated because he goes under the bottom rope. Coming in at number 14 of the Royal Rumble, we have Jimmy Uso. Obviously, Jay's not going to be in the Royal Rumble because he had his Intercontinental Championship match. However, that hasn't stopped people in the past from appearing twice on a PLE in the same night. Well, Anyway, Jimmy Uso coming in at number 14. And oh my god, this video has already gone on for half an hour and we're still in the first PLE of the year. This is going to be a very long video, guys. What can I say? I've spent months on this. 14 is Jimmy Uso. Here we go. Brock then goes over the top rope and lands on the apron when Drew comes back and pulls him off the apron, eliminating him. So Drew is ringside still and eliminates Brock. They then fight on the side of the ring all the way back to the stage. 15, we have one of the most underrated wrestlers of this generation. Just come on, guys. Shinsuke Nakamura. And his new look, his new appearance is fantastic. He is still the United States Championship. The United States champion. And he enters, and yeah. And number 15. Shinsuke then eliminates The Miz, and then Jimmy eliminates Trick Williams, and Roman Reigns eliminates Damian Priest. This is not all at the same time, but before number 16 arrives, Coming in at number 16 is Seth Rollins. He's number 16 in the Royal Rumble. For a lot of people, they'll pick him to probably win it. He's going to be their people's pick. Because there's a lot of main event people in this Royal Rumble. We got CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. I mean, Drew's already eliminated, but you know what I'm saying. 17, we have Solo Sikoa, the very frustrated Solo Sikoa after he just lost his Ulafala and is no longer the tribal chief. At 18, helping Tonga Loa and Solo Sikoa, we have Tama Tonga coming in at number 18. Number 19, we have the best in the world, CM Punk, coming in at number 19. Another person that a lot of people are going to think are going to win. Another person that people think are going to win. Coming in at number 20 to the Royal Rumble. Now, I tried to fit as many people as I could into this, while also making it interesting. Sami Zayn, number 20. One of my favorite male wrestler right now. Or ever, I should say, really. My boy, my redhead, my ringer, my blood, Sami Zayn. Then Tonga Loa sneakily jumps back into the ring and eliminates Seth Rollins, the meme of the match. So you can imagine a lot of people aren't going to expect this. The main character, Tonga Loa, the one that no one cares about, focuses on, he is going to remain victorious He's going to eliminate Seth Rollins in this match. What can I say? It's a big deal. Like I said, coming from Tongaloa, eliminating one of the picks to win this Royal Rumble. Coming in at number 21, we have Omos. I think it's super scary adding him in later in the Rumble because, you know, the people in the ring are more tired and exhausted, and there's also there might be less people in the ring compared to halfway through the Rumble, you know, which, anyway, 21 Omos. Just throwing a big dude into the ring at this point is just chaotic, and you gotta feel sorry for everyone else in the ring that's gotta deal with him. Omos then scares Tongaloa, and Tongaloa decides to eliminate himself, kind of like Pat McAfee with the 2024 Royal Rumble, same kind of thing. And then Roman eliminates Solo and Tama Tonga. Sammy saves. Just reading this. Yeah, he decides to eliminate himself. Roman eliminates Solo and Tama Tonga. And then Sammy saves Jimmy from elimination from Shinsuke Nakamura. And then Sammy eliminates Shinsuke Nakamura. So Sammy saves Jimmy, obviously the Alliance of the OG Bloodline. Next up, we have Joe Hendry, then eliminates Jimmy, which is big for Joe Hendry. Coming in at 22, we have Logan Paul, the full-timer. Gotta keep that name with him, I guess. Even though, I don't know if he's got that match with, not Floyd Mayweather. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Anyway, he said he's here full-time from now on. Congrats to him for now becoming a dad. Number 22 is Logan Paul. He did phenomenal in the 2024 Royal Rumble and the 2023 Royal Rumble. Obviously, the 2023 Royal Rumble with Ricochet. What a moment. Coming in at number 23 in the Royal Rumble, we have Carlito, which is really nice. And then at 24, we have... God damn, this is getting interesting. Bronson Reed at number 24. Throwing another big guy in there to scare everyone. Now, as in the 2023 Royal Rumble, Logan had a massive, beautiful feud with Ricochet in the Royal Rumble. They had the, you know, their iconic moment. Well, we're kind of going to have this again with Logan, but with also Montez Ford. He's still in the match, don't forget. Logan and Montez fight and do spectacular moves off the top ropes and springboards, you know. However, upon one of the times, Montez Ford is on the top rope, and then Logan knocks the rope. Montez Ford falls backwards and falls back onto the ground and gets eliminated. And my neighbor just decided to mow some lawns. How frustrating. So that happens right after Bronson Reed comes out, which is very interesting. Coming in at number 25, you can't believe it, but you gotta. Braun Strowman comes in at 20. Braun Strowman comes in at 25. This is huge. So he comes in at 25. Him plus Omos plus Bronson Reed. Are you kidding me? Towards the end of the Royal Rumble, that's crazy. CM Punk then eliminates Carlito. Omos eliminates both for Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman at the very same time. And then Roman Reigns eliminates Omos. So that gets rid of the three big guys. They don't last very long, but they cause destruction. Then at number 26, we have Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy comes in at number 26. I think this was a very interesting choice to have him in the Royal Rumble. We haven't seen much of him recently or lately or whatever. I think he's got a feud of the Final Testament at this time. at this point. But anyway, Uncle Howdy eliminates Sami Zayn, which is, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Number 27, we have an NXT call up. Another one after Trick Williams, and it is Axiom. He comes in at number 27. I think he's a nice 27, a nice surprise at least. You weren't expecting him to come at number 27 in the Royal Rumble, or realistically the Royal Rumble at all. So it's a nice surprise at the end. Now for the big guns, we have number 28. We have, of course, another people's pick. John Cena comes in at number 28. Him coming in later in the Royal Rumble provides him with the advantage. Obviously. John Cena eliminates Uncle Howdy. So he gets an elimination in. Number 29 is Randy Orton. Now I will say this. I have a big plan for Randy Orton through this vision. However, Randy Orton's return right now is a babyface. This is the Randy Orton that we saw before he got taken out by KO. After this Royal Rumble, we don't see Randy for a little bit. And I'll explain. But we have Randy Orton coming in at number 29. And number 30, a big surprise, we have MJF. Yeah, that's going to get the biggest pop of the night, probably alongside Joe Hendry. Coming in number 30. So Randy Orton eliminates Axiom after a while. MJF eliminates Joe Hendry. Randy RKO's MJF on the apron, which eliminates both of them. So he does an RKO to MJF on the apron, and they both, because of the impact, they both roll off and accidentally, and they both get eliminated. That's them two gone. So the final four was MJF, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Randy Orton. MJF and Randy Orton are now both eliminated. Randy eliminated MJF, but obviously because of the impact on the apron, he fell off. Now it's down to Roman and John Cena. They fight, they have a good fight in the ring, and then they're on the apron fighting. John Cena goes to hit Randy Orton with some sort of suplex or something, causing both of them to fall off. However, John Cena's feet hit the ground first. The way that this happens is John Cena hits the ground first, but Roman hits the ground first, but his legs are in the air. They haven't touched the ground yet. And then John falls, and then, Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. And I think this is a great way to end it, because I don't want John Cena to look weak here Roman Reigns just chucked him over the top rope. It was John Cena did the finishing final move, and it was just a coincidence that Roman had his legs in the air when he fell. This is a great way, because it does also show, that, it was a fair fight. Like, it wasn't, not one wrestler was more overpowered than the other. It was a fair equal, because then if John Cena easily eliminated Roman, well, that's not going to look good on Roman's behalf. Roman getting eliminated by a retired dude. No offense to John Cena. Anyway, so Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, and as he gets back in the ring and has the mic, he says, look, he wanted to thank John Cena, obviously, for this is John Cena's final Royal Rumble. He came second. And this is impressive. Roman Reigns came number 1 and won the Royal Rumble. Very, very interesting. And Roman Reigns on the mic is like, I have nothing but respect for Cody Rhodes, because I have, but I want my title back. And there we go. The finale match of the 2025 Royal Rumble on the match card. And this is a big one. It's Cody Rhodes defending his championship, the WWE Universal Championship. He's defending it against the final boss, The Rock. This is what I wanted to happen, and because it sets up a match that needs to happen. It's not just a want, it's a need. And so yeah, it's Cody Rhodes versus the final boss, The Rock, and I'm sorry, but The Rock wins. Believe it or not, the final boss, The Rock, beats Cody Rhodes. The Rock beat Cody Rhodes at the main event of night one of WrestleMania 40, and he does it again now. He beats Cody. Obviously, with Raw and Netflix Day 1, this is just a kick in the balls because, Rock is thanking Cody and then he has a drink with him backstage. It's just like, well, your character development as the final boss just kind of went down the drain, buddy. But, there we go. And that is the Royal Rumble. So I think that is a very successful Royal Rumble. And this video is almost gone for an hour, and that's just one PLE. I promise this was obviously the longest PLE to talk about because it had over 60 wrestlers to talk about. But yeah, okay. So next up we have the Elimination Chamber. There will be a couple feuds between the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. One of which I will talk about now, is Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar. This is something very big to talk about. So, the Raw or SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, we have Drew appear and he's like, look, I got a little wrinkle in my story. Kind of like what Cody had to deal with when he was going after Roman Reigns. He lost the first time, and then he's like, okay, I want to get Roman again, and then he had the feud with Brock Lesnar. He's like, well, it looks like I've got a new wrinkle in my story. Well, this is what's happening with Drew now. Before Drew can go after Roman, he's got to deal with Brock, and they've had quite a few feuds in the past, these two, but I think it'll be a fresh new look for 2025, and I think it'll be awesome. So, at Elimination Chamber, the opening match is Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, and the winner of this match is Drew McIntyre. Then we have the men's Elimination Chamber. Usually it's the women's first, but mix it up. Men's Elimination Chamber match. The contestants are John Cena, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, Omos, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Originally, this was going to be kind of before the Raw Netflix, like I said. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. This is going to be their first time officially facing each other off. Would begin this match amongst, obviously, 4 other men, but this would be their part 1 of their match, their fight against each other. Winner in this match is John Cena, so this gets him his championship opportunity at WrestleMania against Gunther. Because The Rock is a heel, and now Roman Reigns has to get it off The Rock. And it's interesting because it is a babyface Roman Reigns versus a heel The Rock, which originally everyone thought it would have been the other way around, especially at the start of 2024 when Cody won the Royal Rumble for the second time in a row, and he's like, I will face you for a championship, Roman Reigns, but not at WrestleMania. And then The Rock's music hits, and The Rock and Roman have this face-off. I remember my heart just like crapped itself at that moment because that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. And yeah, oh sorry, I should have. You guys are just hearing me talk. Let me quickly update this. Okay. Elimination Chamber here. Okay. Elimination Chamber. Okay, so for the men's Elimination Chamber, we had, John Cena. If I can find him. He was in one of the pods at the time. He was number 4. Starting off the match at number 1 was CM Punk. Number 2 was Omos, which poor CM Punk, but poor guy. It's okay. And number 3 was Seth Rollins. Number 5, we had Montez Ford. And that leaves number 6, obviously, Bronson Reed. I have a very huge, in my mind, speculation of how this would go and go through. And I'll mention some of the moves in this. And because this is a spectacle waiting to happen, this team up of this roster of people in this match. So what happens is I kind of want to take a bit of inspiration from the 2023 Royal Elimination Chamber. That was that was a crazy match, in my opinion, better than the 2024 one, especially with Montez Ford dangling off the ceiling of the cage. Hello? Are you kidding me? Well, I want this to be 10 times bigger. I want, at one point in the match, Seth Rollins to be chasing after Montez Ford. And Montez Ford climbs up the top of the wall of the cage, and then the top of the cage, and then like the ceiling on the inside, and then because usually there's like a circle entrance at the top. In the middle of the top of the Elimination Chamber cage, there's a circle hole. Montez Ford gets onto the top of the Elimination Chamber, and then Seth Rollins follows, gets up there, and then they fight on top of the damn chamber, and then Seth Rollins does something to almost knock out Montez Ford. So Montez Ford is now dangling back. He is holding on to a bit of the circle, so he's now on the inside, but in the attached to the ceiling part, dangling. And then I want like a Hardy Boys. I want an edge moment here, back in like a Money in the Bank. I want Seth Rollins from the top to somehow spear downwards on a diagonal angle from the other side of the circle, and then Seth Rollins will spear Montez Ford in. Well, Montez Ford's still dangling on. They'll both fall. They're both exhausted, dead, eliminated. Montez Ford's probably broken a few bones, whatever, winded, etc. And then CM Punk pins Seth Rollins, and then as well as Montez Ford. So CM Punk gets 2 pins here. Fantastic. Before this little thing happens between Montez Ford and Seth Rollins, obviously we'll have Seth Rollins and Montez Ford feud. Seth Rollins and CM Punk feud. No one's going to be eliminated before everyone comes out. So sometimes someone will get eliminated before all 6 people are even out in the thing. Well, in this case, all 6 people are out. So they get eliminated first, and then, Bronson Reed takes out Omos, and then John Cena and CM Punk team up to take out Bronson Reed, and then it's John Cena versus CM Punk. They have a face-off, and John Cena gets the pin, and, so obviously there'll be a lot of more brutal actions in this, but I really wanted to talk about the Montez Ford versus Seth Rollins. Would be highlight of the year, for sure. And I really wanted to add Bronson Reed into this because he was unavailable for the 2024 one, which is really sad because he's Australian. Same country as me, my boy, my brother, my man, Bronson Reed. He wasn't able to wrestle in his own country in this Elimination Chamber, which is terrible, but it was for a good reason because he had just had a kid. So, it was a big congrats to him. And John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, so he's able to go on to face Gunther at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. That took a lot to talk about and get through. Holy crap, it's been almost an hour. Okay, next up straight afterwards, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber. This is a huge PLE, by the way, as you can imagine. Starting off with Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, like, come on, are you serious? And now we have the Women's. This one won't be as good as the men's one, which is the opposite of 2024. The Women's Elimination Chamber was a lot better than the men's one in 2024. But in saying that, though, the men's one was phenomenal. Like, Bobby Lashley spearing Logan through the pod. Oh my god, that was scary. And Logan Paul was just so funny because he had this feud with Kevin Owens. And he was drawing on the pod while they were wrestling. It was funny. Anyway, the women's elimination chamber match coming in, starting at number one. So she's already starting off. We have Cora Jade, number one. She's starting off. And guys, I gotta let you know that this is gonna have to be a part one out of a part two, because I didn't realize that you could only record for 60 minutes. My apologies. Well, this is gonna be like a 3 or 4 parter. Anyway, I will actually end it here for now. So I've talked about everything about this video. I'll end it now. We're up to the women's elimination chamber match. So far it's been Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar. Drew won, and then the men's elimination chamber with John Cena won. I apologize that these videos are going for a long time, but I'm taking these very seriously and putting a lot of effort and a lot of detail into these. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and keep watching. Click on the next one for part 2.